Welcome to the video. We're going to talk about the Trim computer here. This is a Korean-based company. This is the TrimmOne LITE. Very, very thin, streamlined. It's about 3.6 inches, so about 2 inches bigger than me. And it comes with a solar-powered charger. So you can put that, it's magnetic. It just clips on the back, and then you put this on your stem, etc. Show what I mean. It's this way around. Boom. So you can have this on your Garmin mount, Brighton mount, trim mount, and this is like a solar powered charger there. Okay, so you'll be backup charging. Also comes with a USB charger. Boom, so keep that in handy. Let's turn it on, and we're going to sync it with the phone. This device is really phone dependent. You want to have a mobile phone, a smartphone, which most people do have. Okay, so this iPhone started up, and we'll show you how to sync it. Open up the app. This is the Trim Cycling app, and boom, so we can just go for various things there. Let's turn this bad boy on. Okay, so it's searching now for the phone. Do we have the Bluetooth on? Bluetooth's on. This runs Bluetooth to Bluetooth. Let's get it searching. While it's searching, we can run it in standalone if you don't have a phone. You can still pick up the GPS, etc. What we're going to do today is we're going to do a ride, and we're going to go into, I'll just bring this up so you can sort of see what I'm doing. And we can go for rides here. Okay, phone's starting to wake up now, and basically that shows us where we are on the map. And the cool thing about this is you can go into more, and you can go into offline maps, and then you can download a selected area. That way, if you don't have any mobile data or Wi-Fi, you can just download a certain thing, press that, and it will download that section of map where you want to ride that day. So let's say we want to do an epic lap of Sydney. We'll download that. If we want to download, that's about as big as you can download. So you're a 300 kilometer radius almost there. Okay, so we've downloaded the map before. We will go to offline maps, which is a handy function if you're doing mountain biking or whatever. So I've downloaded that one beforehand, the Sydney one. And so then I can turn this phone, the data off, and it will still work with this, because today we're doing a ride in Sydney, Australia. And we're going to go to the plan, the lists, and this is the ride we want to do. And so we're going to say go, and we'll see if this syncs up. Here we go, boom, ready to roll. Okay, so that's very, very straightforward. It's a bit of a playing around just to get a hang of it. To start the ride, we can just press start over here. I keep trying to touch the screen. It's not touch screen, it's only the buttons, okay? And then if you want to pause it, you can pause it there, start it up again, you're good to go. And if you want to stop, there you go, so that voice is coming from the phone. So it gives you voiceover, and then it's sleeping. We can stop the ride by pressing stop, this button here. To stop the ride, we just press the stop button, and then boom, now it's turned off. Start up again, press the middle button. Now we've got to hold on a bit longer. There we go. So you press the middle button, hold on a little bit longer, and it will open up. And then you want to start your ride. It's syncing there, okay. And then you just press start, and you'll be good to go. So that's how you do it. You can also change the settings on this bad boy. Where we're going to go for that. Be over here. So it goes to device data fields. So you can have different screens. If you want to, have screen descent or whatever, you just change it on the phone first, and that will automatically transfer it to the trim. So you can change data fields, you can change the sensors, you can link it up with your power meter, etc. But again, you got to do it for the phone first. And once you set it up, it's all good to go. What else we got? Offline maps, settings. We've got in settings. You've got auto pause, voice guidance for your phone, sync with Strava, training peaks, etc. So you can do all those things. Apparently, it does have Strava live segments. But yeah, offline maps, device management, what's in here. So firmware updates, buzzers, notifications, backlights. So you can adjust. Let's see if it changes the backlight. It does. So it changes it a little bit. Boom. Okay, so if you do auto, and if we do off, so you see the backlight changes there a little bit. So you can increase the backlight, whatever you customize it, you can play around. Probably the best way to do that is do it in dark light, so you can still see what you're doing. so we can see how bright it's getting. And that's about it. Rerouting, things like that, battery optimization. So if you really like to geek out on some tech stuff, then this is the right device for you. For me, it's good. I like the battery life. If you get the speed sensor, it gives you a 50-hour battery life. Plus, you're using this, so if you're going to ride across Australia, this would be a good device, for that sort of stuff. In company with your phone, just because the battery life, and this is going to be so superior. If you're running the speed sensor, it'll get you like 50-hour battery life, or if you're running this little solar powered here, it's going to give you a lot of battery life, better than any Garmin, Wahoo, etc. And it's very light. It's about 59, 60 grams, so it's light. The mounts as well work with all my Garmin, Brighton, Wahoo mounts as well, so that's really handy they've done that. And that's what we can say about that one for starters. Let's go for a ride now and see how easy it is to ride with this bad boy. All right, let's go for a ride. I do have difficulties with new tech product. I'm not sure what it is, but it takes me a lot longer than the average person to work out how to use something, phone, cameras, etc. But once I get the hang of something, then I can really run with it. Same with YouTube. It took me a couple of years to work out how to upload a YouTube video. It took me from 2006 and 2008 to work out how to upload a YouTube video, okay? And then the rest is history. 400 million views later, the rest is history. So this little trim thing, I was a bit like, how do I use this? What do I do? And thankfully, there's some good tutorials on the Trim YouTube channel. So I had a look at those, replayed them, and I thought, okay, I can do this. It's quite a simple device. Once you know how to use it, it is very simple. It's just learning something new. But if I can do it, anyone can do it. There's a little ibis there, a little bin chicken. So this is filmed yesterday. We're riding in Sydney, Australia, on these bike paths. And if you look at my face in the reflection, you can see that I'm looking up. All right, the camera's pointing down, but I'm looking up. All right, make sure I'm paying attention to what's on the road. This screen's very, very easy to read. It's so easy to read that you may be distracted by the screen and crash into something. Okay, so always, people, before you look down, always look up. All right, you always want to be paying attention to what's in front of you. Otherwise, you could have some really disastrous situation there, okay? No matter what device you're using. But in 2022, why would you buy a Garmin or a Wahoo? Look how much they charge for those things. And they're not better product. Like the battery life on this thing, 50 hours. Even yesterday when I used it with mapping and Bluetooth on the phone, it was just like incredibly, the longevity of the battery was very, very impressive, okay? I was like, wow, I remember back in the day I'd have a Garmin 1000, and even doing a 200k ride was a struggle. It wasn't always guaranteed it was going to last. You have to bring a backup charger often, or just keep your stops really short. So I found the screen very, very good to use. It gave me little beeps and stuff like that. So yeah. So far so good. The screen is quite clear, and it's easy to read the screen in bright conditions, etc. So I think Trim's done a great job of the display. I'll give you a 10 out of 10 for the display, for easy to read. So yeah, I'm going to use it I'm going to try using it without my phone and see how accurate the GPS and data is and stuff like that. Because it's just like if it works without the phone, it's a great weight weenie. It's a great weight weenie computer. I don't always bring a phone with me, and if I do, I always try and bring a camera with me because it's my job being a professional video maker here on YouTube with cats and hot chicks. So I always try and bring a camera with me most of the time. But if you're doing a weight weenie challenge, then this bike computer, this TrimmOne LITE, 59 grams. It's very, very light, and I've not used the out front mount just to save a bit more weight. A lot of my bikes are, do what we can do with grams. But there you go. I didn't get the speed sensor with mine, but I think if you're going to get one, get the speed sensor, because that will make the battery life go up to the 50 hours, okay? If you are doing any ultra stuff or you just want some crazy battery life, then yeah, get the one with the speed sensor. Any questions down below, hit me up. And if you use this product, let me know your experiences down below. We'll see you next video. What else would you like me to review? Let me know down below.